Your finished goods cost is 300. Profit should not be considered. Your selling prices should not be considered. There are two types of capital. One is called fixed capital, another is called the working capital. So what's the total production? 1,04,000 per month. How much will come? 1,04,000 divided by 12. Hello, my dear students. I am Dr. B.S. Subramaniam, called by name Dr. BSS, Professor in Commerce and Management, Vidyashram, First Trade College, a Temple of Excellence, Mysuru. I am going to hand Financial Management, 6th semester, Unit 1, Session 6, goes in favor of BCom, Working Capital Management. I told in the last session what is actually working capital. There are two types of capital. One is called fixed capital, another is called the working capital. In a company, we got two types of capital. One is called working capital, another is called the fixed capital. If we invest the money in land, building, machinery, furniture, and motor car, it is called fixed capital. If we invest on a day-to-day operation, it is called working capital management. Assume that a person, Mr. X, is the owner of a company. He has got about rupees 2 lakh. Out of the 2 lakh, he invested 1,60,000 in a fixed capital like this: land, building, machinery, furniture, and motor car. Another 40,000 has been kept aside to meet the day-to-day operation. So how much money has been kept? So about 40,000 day-to-day operation in order to purchase the raw material, which will be help for the work in progress is concerned. He has to go for some expenditure for printing and stationery. All these day-to-day expenditure he has to meet. He keep aside about how much money? 40,000 rupees, and 1,60,000 he put in the money called land, building, machinery, furniture, which is going to remain for a long time. It's called the long-term capital or fixed capital, and it's called the working capital. So in accountancy, we say that current assets minus current liability is called working capital. What's the formula? Current asset minus current liability is called working capital. I told in the last session which are the current assets are. The current assets are cash in hand, cash at bank, debtor, stock, closing stock, work in progress, prepaid expenses. The current liabilities are creditor, BP, lagging payment of overhead, lagging payment of wages, other expenses. We consider outstanding other expenses are current liability. So what's the formula? Current asset minus current liability is called working capital. So it's a beautiful subject which we are going to learn. So really, every businessman wants to know what is actually day-to-day, because if you want to take the loan in the bank, he has to apply this. What is this working capital is? Don't consider the profit. Don't consider the depreciation. Depreciation is called non-cash item. I will repeat, depreciation is called non-cash item, should not be considered. Profit should not be considered. We are taking only a cost pay, real expenditure. If you want to apply for a bank loan, they will see that only the cost pay is not the profit. That's why profit will not be considered. And also depreciation will not be considered. Depreciation is called non-cash item, will not be considered. Only cost price will be considered. We'll move on to the problem now. Estimate the working capital. Element of cost, raw material per unit is 140, labor cost per unit is 60, overhead is 100. Your total cost, this is a finished goods, this is your finished goods. Your finished goods cost is 300. Profit should not be considered. Your selling prices should not be considered. Raw material in stock, an average of 2 months. Material in process is 1 month. Finished goods in stock is 2 months. Credit allowed by creditor is 2 months, supplier is 2 months. Credit allowed to customer debtor is 1 month. Lag in payment of wages 1 month. Lag in payment of overhead is 1 month. 1/4 of the output is for cash sale. Production is 1,04,000 units. Cash in hand 80,000. Safety margin is 10%. So we go within. What's your production? One lakh 4,000 units. Out of that, you 1/4 is cash sale. One-fourth is the cash sale. So 1/4 of this, 1,04,000 divided by 4, 26,000, deduct 78,000 is the credit sale. So what's the total production? 1,04,000 per month. How much will come? 1,04,000 divided by 12 per month production. 1,04,000, 104 followed by 30 divided by 12. 1,04,000 divided by 12, it is 8666.67 per month. We can say 8667 per month production. So cash in hand is 80,000. Okay. Then regarding the debtor, you have to calculate on 78,000. You go with debtor amount. So credit allowed to customer is 1 month. Credit allowed to customer. Credit allowed to customer 1 month. This is your debtor. Now, what's your credit sale? 78,000 divided by 12 into 1 month. So 78,000. 78 followed by 30. 78 divided by 12. 6,500 into 6,500 into 1 into your total cost 300 on the cost price. So this is 78,000. 78 78,000 divided by 12, 6,500 into 300, 19,50,000. We have to collect how much money? 19,50,000. Regarding the creditor for raw materials, 2 months. Creditor, see that credit allowed by creditor is 2 months on the raw material 140. So totally 1,04,000 divided by 12 into how many months are there? 2 months. On the cost price of material 140. So 1,04,000 divided by 12, 8666 into 2, 17,333 into 140. This is 24 lakh 26,667. So how much you have to pay for 2 months is considered. Then creditor is over. Then lag in payment of overhead. $1,04,000 divided by 12. How many months? 1 month is there. What's your lag in payment overhead? 100. So 1,04,000 divided by 12 into 100 is 8,666. 8,66,667. 8,66,667. So here 8 lakh overhead will come here. Then regarding this labor, material in process 1 month, finished goods stock in 2 months, finished goods, this is for debtor, finished goods, so 1,04,000 divided by 12, how many months? Finished goods 2 months into cost price is 300. Finished goods 1,04,000 divided by 50 divided by 12 into 2 into 300, 519, 51 lakh 99,999. 51 lakh 99,999.99. Say round of figure. So 51 lakh, almost 52 lakh now. 51 lakh 99,099 means say 52 lakh. 51 lakh 99,999.99, say 52 lakh rupees. Finished goods. Then production 1 lakh cash in hand, okay. Raw materials over, average of 2 months. This material in process 1 month. Material in process materials 100%. So 140, labor 50%, 30, overhead 50%, 50, 220 work in progress, stock of 1 month, 220 you can say. So 1,04,000 divided by 52 divided by 12 months. How many months it is going to be? 1 month. Material is 140. So 1,04,000 divided by 12 into 140. This is 1213, 333, 12,13,333. Then labor 1,04,000 divided by 12 months into 1. Labor charge is 30. 104,000 divided by 12 into 30, 2,59,999, say 2,60,000. 2,60,000. Overhead 1,04,000 divided by 12 into 1 month into 50. 104,000 divided by 12 into 50. 4,33,333. So this is over. This is over. Lag in payment of wages, 1 month is over. Lag in payment of overhead is over. Lag in payment of wages. Wages outstanding. How many months? 1 month, 60 rupees. 1,04,000 divided by 12 into 1 month. Cost is labor 60. So 1,04,000 divided by 12 into 60. 519,999. So this is 5,20,000. 5,19,997. We can say 5,20,000. This is 8 lakh overhead. 1/4 over production over cash in hand safety margin. So now we can fill up raw material in stock. We have done raw material. Raw material 1,04,000 divided by 12 into raw material 2 months into 2 months into your cost is 140. Raw material in stock, an average of 2 months. This is same thing. So how much? 2 material. 1,04,000 divided by 12 into 2 into 5, 24 lakh 26,667, 24 lakh 26,667, then 24 lakh 26,667. Work in progress, materials, you already work out. Material 100%, 12 lakh 13,333, 12 lakh 13,333. 12,13,333, 2,60,000 labor, 2,60,000 overhead, now 4,33,333, 4,33,333. Add the figure, 12 lakh 13,333, 12 lakh 13,000 plus 2 lakh 60,000 plus 4 lakh 33,333, 1906,666. Okay, then we'll go to finished goods. Here working out finished goods, credit or for a credit allowed to customer. Finished goods 52 lakh. Check up once again. Finished goods 1 lakh 300, 52 lakh over debtor at cost price. Debtor 1 month 19 lakh 50,000, 19 lakh 50,000. No prepaid expenses. What's your cash in hand? 80,000. 80,000. Add the figure. 24 lakh 26,667 plus 19 lakh 06,666 plus 52 lakh 52 followed by 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 52 lakh plus 19 lakh 50 followed by 30, 1, 2, 3, 52 lakh plus 80,000, 11 lakh 1 crore 15 lakh 63,333 total current assets. Then current liability, creditor for purchases, we have done. Creditor for raw material 24 lakh 26,667, 24 lakh 26,667. Then lag in payment of wages, wages outstanding 5,20,000. 5,20,000. Lag in payment of overhead. Overhead 8,66,667. 8,66,667. 8,66,667. Okay. Add 24,26,667 plus 5,20,000. 520 followed by 30 plus 8,66,667. 38 lakh. Total 38 lakh. 13,334. Then working capital. Your working capital will come crores of rupees. Total current asset 1 crore 15 lakh 63,333 minus 38 lakh 13,334. Working capital 77 lakh 49,999. Say 77 lakh 50,000. Contingency 10%. 77 into 10 divided by 100. This is 7750 followed by 30 into 10 divided by 100. 7,75,000. Add 85,25,000. Network. Networking capital. So I will explain slowly. So material 100%, labor 50. I have taken individual numbers. Individually I have done. So we'll go 1/4 of the cash sale is a credit sale is 78,000. On the 78,000 we have done credit sale. Overhead all you have done. 78 divided by 12 into 2 into 300. 6,500 into 300. 19,50,000. Debtor. Work in progress. Debtor 19,50,000. So amount is heavy and everything followed like this only. So contingency. Hope you have followed, but amount is little bit lengthy, but easy, no? Easy to understand that. So you must do work in progress, material 100%, labor 50%, overhead 50% you have to take. Okay. Hope you understand this. Hope the numbers are very lengthy. Hope we'll meet in next class with another good problem. Till then, goodbye. Meet in the next class.